What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome to another video. Hope everybody's doing well. It's currently 11:43 p.m. on Thursday the 24th of August, and I can't lie, guys, these charts are driving me incredibly insane. That's why as soon as it starts doing stuff like this, I tend to just stay out of them completely. We are coming to the end of August though next week, so it's going to be nice to finally enter a new month and hopefully have some more reasonable price action, because this month's been ridiculous in my opinion. But yeah, well, I say nothing really much. There's a lot going on. Dixie's moving crazy, so we'll start with the daily. We'll work our way through the charts, but in all fairness, I'm not really active in them. I did make a trade today, a small one on euro, and I'll be posting the trade execution in a later video. But yeah, let's just get straight into things. So you can see that this is Thursday's trading. We traded lower and then we pushed all the way up, completely overtaking yesterday's range, both the sell side and the buy side. We traded into that 4-hour imbalance I've had my eyes on for the entire week now. If you've watched my videos this week, you'll know that I was anticipating us to trade to this. However, after yesterday and the way we traded to it and then rejected it and traded below this low, I wasn't sure if we were going to pull back on ourselves like this, but clearly we are. What to expect now? With it being Friday tomorrow, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a continuation to the upside. I did say if we trade into this fair value gap and we close it, then I'll expect us to then start looking for a run into these buy stops resting up here. So I'm just going to mark that out as buy side liquidity. And I'll just make that a little bit thicker. And that's pretty much everything. You can see that it looks like we're going to close within the actual fair value gap. In terms of tomorrow, we're just going to have to see how it makes its low of the day. If we go to the 1 hour, we can have a better look. But yeah, this order block here, so I'll show you what I'm anticipating. If we mark out this order block here, this bearish order block, and drag that out, we'll make it orange. I want to see if price can find support within this order block. So although it's a bearish order block, now that we traded through it, we now anticipate that this order block should act as a bullish order block, meaning that if price does come down, then I'd want to see it use it as a springboard to then continue higher. And I doubt it's going to be able to reach all the way into these highs, but it wouldn't surprise me if we started to work our way up into these relative equal highs here, and here. So it all depends on what happens tomorrow, but honestly, I'm not very sure, because this whole move upwards, this massive, I thought it was just going to be a retracement, but clearly not. This whole move back up has completely thrown me off. Yeah, but again, it depends if we want to push higher. There is another possibility that we break lower and we start running for these lows. So long as this low stays intact, so I'll just mark that out. So long as that low stays intact, as in it doesn't get touched, I'm going to continue to be bullish. And yeah, so let's say we do tomorrow trade lower and close below this low, then I'd start looking for sell stops here and here. But other than that, I'm going to continue to have a bullish bias. But honestly, I wouldn't take my word for it, because I have no clue what's going on. Let's shot to the 15 minute. And we do kind of have a midway breaker at the 50%. I do believe this might be the 50% of the range, but I'll talk about that in a second. But we have a low, a high, a lower low, and then we expand higher. So it's possible. So again, and you can see the high of this breaker, in essence, is technically in the bullish order block that we just marked out on the 4-hour chart. So we can mark this out as a potential draw for downside objectives and see if price wants to use this in order to push higher. Now, if this is acting as a breaker, then that means we should be able to cast up higher to see where we're going to reach for. And we have the -1 and -2 levels delineated, and look where the -3 level happens to be situated. Very convenient, isn't it? But yeah, so tomorrow we'll see if we want to come down. What time are we on? Wow, it's only 4:45 there, but we'll see if we want to come down into this breaker, grab stops, and then push higher. But again, with it being Friday, etc., I'm not very sure, and I don't want to say too much. Let's go to GBP. We'll go to the daily. You can see that we've completely traded down and into this fair value gap. Very nice to see. Very bearish move. And yeah, pretty much similar to dollar, but it was showing more weakness in that we traded higher, we just tapped this breaker. Why is this a breaker? We have a let me show you the breaker. High, low, higher, high, then we break. So it would be this low, and you can see as we trade it, we hit it, turn away, breaking market structure, tap it one more time, and then what happens? We rush for this sell side and fill in this massive fair value gap as we've been anticipating. So that was interesting to see. Where do I expect pound to trade to now? Well, if it wants to leave this range and dollar wants to continue higher, we have a bullish order block on the daily here. The opening of this should be very sensitive, so we'll mark that out. And then after that, it'd be the mean threshold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the range of that daily order block. I'm going to find the 50% level, which is 5434. 5434. I'm going to make it dashed. I'm going to make it red. And yeah, then now we have the mean threshold delineated and the open. So this is where I'd expect us to find, you know, if probably find some support here and then push lower and deeper into the order block. But we'll see. Let's jump down to the 1 hour, see what we can find. So yeah, we traded higher, consolidated. Eventually we had a break in market structure. This would have been a nice move to get in on. Breaking market structure right here. We then trade back up, touch that swing low one more time, and then we break lower again. Another entry could have been here on this down candle. As soon as we traded up here, that could have been an entry for a sell. And then we've just been running down since, and now we've just hit the bottom off that fair value gap. So what am I anticipating? Well, it'd be nice to see if we can stab down into this order block where I'd expect price to want to turn around and start to look for some kind of buy side liquidity. Other than that, yeah, not really much. And again, obviously it depends on what euro wants to show us. Here we have euro USD. These two lines are delineating the macro which I traded, but again, as I said, I'll show that in a separate video, so let's not get into that. But yeah, we can see we started the day bullishly, traded up, took out this swing high, trading into this massive breaker again. And then what happened? We had a displacement down to the displacement lower, break of structure here, market structure got broken here. We then came up, offering an entry in this fair value gap. This is classic 2022 ICT model. And then what happens? We continue to displace down, a lot of back and forth action, and then we keep pushing lower. And we haven't actually taken out this sell side liquidity yet, unlike pound and dollar has taken out that high. So that's interesting. It's likely that tomorrow I anticipate us tomorrow I anticipate us running down into that sell side liquidity. What are we reaching for? Well, let's go to the daily, see what we can find. We have another bullish order block down here, so price might even want to gravitate towards this. But other than that, we'll just have to let price do its thing, and then hopefully next week we'll have a little bit more of a stable week. But it's been very unstable this whole month, so not much to say. But yeah, that's everything, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.